Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wellness Wednesdays with Wedaad. Where I would like to share information and create awareness around health and wellness, share my best tips with you, and what has worked for me in my own health journey leading to where I am today. So, for those of you who don't know me or are new to my Facebook page or an Instagram account, my name is Wedaad Price. I'm a certified health coach and also a registered pharmacist in both South Africa and Canada. I'm on a mission to help busy moms like you get to the root cause of low energy, hormonal imbalance, weight gain, and sluggish metabolism. I just want you to gain your energy back so you can get back to living your happiest and healthiest life. So today with me, I have a very special guest speaker, and we're going to have a conversation about her secret morning coffee routine. So we'll talk about Organo Gold coffee and some reishi mushrooms. And if you haven't heard about reishi mushrooms yet, then this is the conversation for you. So my guest speaker today is Julie Derr. Julie is based near Nashville, Tennessee, and has over 30 years of experience in the health and wellness arena. And she received a degree in physical therapy and athletic training from the University of Wisconsin and went on to work in multiple outpatient sports medicine and orthopedic rehab clinics. She also traveled with the Ladies Professional Golf Tour from 1993 to 1995 as the physical therapist. So in recent years, Julie has shifted her focus to health coaching, and she specializes in women's health with her main focus on perimenopause. And she uses her extensive knowledge in hormone balancing, thyroid function, dysfunction, exercise, and detoxification to help clients achieve optimal health. She's married mom with 4 young adult children, and her interests include running, all types of exercise, cooking, and reading. Wow. So I'm so honored to have you as my guest speaker here today. Welcome, Julie.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here and so happy to see you in person. I know we've met virtually, but never have we met in person. So it's kind of fun to
Yes.
meet you in person.
That's right. I met Julie online about a year ago, probably in the Perfect Practice group program that we did together, led by Sachin Patel, and that's where I learned about this special coffee. I don't know about you, Julie, but that's where I first heard about it. So I thought, let's just bring some awareness to my community about it. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how or why you became an integrative healthcare practitioner.
Yeah, so it goes way back to my childhood. I've always been interested in health and wellness. Growing up in a family where two of my family members, my father and my sister, were both type 1 diabetics. So health and wellness was always talked about. And I actually grew up in a house that ate very healthy food. And I thought that was normal. I thought everybody ate like that. So as I pursued kind of a medical degree in college and loved that profession, I was a physical therapist, and I still am a licensed physical therapist. But I started struggling with some of my own health issues. So when I was pregnant with my fourth child, I had 4 kids in 5 years, so my body took a took a little bit of a beating. I was diagnosed with a thyroid condition. So that kind of led me down a journey of functional medicine. So that started probably about 15 years ago. And then I decided to kind of shift focus and start helping other people. I had this knowledge that I just felt like people needed to know in terms of just overall integrative functional health and how to optimize their health. So I shifted focus and started working with clients and mainly just women. However, I do work with some men as well, probably about 3 or 4 years ago. So, and that's what I'm doing today and love every second of it.
Wow, that sounds amazing. And obviously, you went through some health challenges and found your own way to manage and cope with that. So, so do you have like a morning routine? And, would you care to share that with my community?
Sure. I tend to be someone who is has a lot of routines, and I always have. I find that that just kind of grounds me and helps me get through my day. And one of my routines, and I'll kind of go through my whole morning routine, is daily exercise. I always tell people it's like brushing my teeth. I don't even think about it.
Mhm.
So my morning routine is very, very basic, but it helps support me and what I want to accomplish for the day. I'm always an early riser. I get up at least an hour and a half before my family. So I usually get up around 5. I will have maybe just a little bit, I'll drink some water with a little bit of electrolytes, and then I usually do my exercise. So that was the time that I dedicated to exercise when I had 4 little children, because it was before my husband left for the day and I could get it in. So I'm a big advocate of exercise. I do different forms. I don't think that everyone should just do one form of exercise. I think, integrating some kind of parasympathetic activities as well as higher intensity exercise. So I kind of vary that throughout the week. But I get my exercise in, then I normally take my supplements, and probably like most other health coaches, I have my standard little supplements. I take about probably about 6 or 7 every morning standardly, and then every once in a while I add to that. So I'll take my supplements, get my, family kind of going. I usually try to do a little bit of reading or some kind of meditation if I can prior to them getting up, if I can squeeze all of that in. Then I get my family going, and then I usually have my coffee. And actually, it is currently 10 o'clock in Nashville. I still have my Organo coffee that I poured probably about 3 hours ago. I'm kind of one of those people that just sips it throughout the morning. If I can be at home and I don't just gulp down a cup. Um, and then I, sit down and start my day. So usually by 8 o'clock, I'm opening up my computer, kind of interacting with clients or whatever I have to do for the day. So that's kind of the long and short. And then I usually, I break my fast after I have my coffee, usually shortly after. However, I will sometimes put a little bit of collagen or some protein powder just so I get some protein in after my workout. I will add that sometimes to my coffee, or make a little smoothie in addition on the side, kind of when I'm having my coffee.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's breaking my fast with, something that has some protein in it.
Right, right. Wow, that sounds amazing. That sounds, pretty similar to my routine as well, which definitely includes my morning organo coffee as well. So I just wanted to show people the box here, what it looks like. So that's my organo coffee that we were both drinking. It's a kind of a upgraded form of our coffee, and we're going to talk about that now. So, how did you first hear about Organo Gold, the company, and the Reishi coffee that you're drinking this morning?
Mm-hmm. I actually heard about medicinal mushrooms several years ago, and I wasn't really certain when I heard about them how to get them into my diet, because those aren't mushrooms that you can go to the grocery store and
Mhm.
purchase. I had tried some other coffees prior to learning about Organo, and I wasn't a big fan of the flavor. Just they didn't really speak to me. So it was when I was in the group with Sach and Dr. Patel that I heard about Organo for the first time. So it's been a little over a year ago, and I ordered it, started drinking it, have never looked back. First of all, I love the taste, which I'm one of those people that if I know it's healthy for me, even if it doesn't taste great, I probably would try it, give it a try. But the fact that it tastes great, it provides me with great energy, and it doesn't give me that kind of caffeine high and low, and it has great medicinal kind of properties because of the reishi mushroom. So I figure you can't lose. I love everything about it. So it's been about a year that I've been drinking it. And my
Awesome.
husband as well. He loves it as well, and a lot of my clients also drink it after I introduced it to them.
Awesome. Wow. And like you say, when I first heard about it, mushrooms in coffee, like what's that gonna taste like? But drinking it, you don't even taste mushrooms, right? And it's just delicious, bold flavor, and I love it as well. So I'm so happy to hear you also enjoying your coffee and haven't looked back from it since a year
And the
ago.
other thing that's so easy is that, which I haven't had an instant kind of coffee since I think college. So you don't need a special machine. You just need some hot water. So it's very easy and portable. And I always travel with it. So easy to just stick a couple. I know you showed the box, but this is the little sachet.
Yeah.
So easy to travel with. So that's also a bonus.
Yeah, right. Just so easy to just take with you if you're forgetting. You know, you don't have to stop at a coffee shop. You just got your coffee with you as long as you have some hot water. So, what is your favorite product? I know there's the coffee, and then I don't know if you've tried any of the other products, or is there a favorite one that you have?
I have tried several of them. So I like the King coffee. That's my favorite. I stuck the other pack back on here. I also like the black coffee, and the black coffee has more than reishi. It has some other mushrooms that also have other properties. So I will drink that one on occasion too. It has, I think, lion's mane and I think it has cordyceps and lion's mane. So all those mushrooms have amazing properties that have been, you know, in ancient cultures for thousands of years. I do drink the tea quite often as well. I'm more of a coffee fan than a tea fan, but I will drink the tea in the afternoon, mainly for the benefits of some of the green tea in addition to the coffee. And then my son loves the hot chocolate. Every once in a while, I'll treat myself. I grabbed one of them. I'm not sure if you've ever had the mocha.
Yeah.
My puppy just showed up. So if you hear that noise, my puppy's up here sniffing around. The mocha is really good as well. I don't drink that quite often. It has a little bit of cream, which sometimes doesn't always agree with me, but it tastes amazing. So those are my favorites.
Mhm. Yeah, my favorite is definitely the King coffee that we were both drinking. And then right now I'm actually drinking some red tea for the because it's late afternoon here in South Africa in Cape Town. So yeah, I like to the red tea's got a bit of a mild taste. You can't almost taste anything, but it's very mild and it's gentle, and I love it because you know it just kind of when you drink it in the afternoon, then it sort of calms you down and helps you wind down for the day. And when I drink that, I have noticed that I can sleep better. You know that I have a good sleep as well, and it just supports my adrenals and just helps me to be more relaxed. So that's why I like the red tea. The green tea, I'm not really a green tea person, but I have tried it. So, but I'm not a fan of the green tea. So I like the coffee and then the red tea as well. And yes, I have tried the hot chocolate. Actually, my daughter loves it, and she was just busy with some exams at the, you know, final year 12 exams, and she finds that she's able to focus more, and she says, Mom, I don't know what's in this coffee, but I feel so much better and so much healthier, and I can, you know, go to the exam and I can just sort of I can just remember stuff. So I don't know if it's the coffee or if it's just her talent.
That's good to know. I need to remind my son about that. Yeah, because he's going to be taking exams soon as well.
Yeah, so yeah, what has been your sort of experience using it? I don't know if you noticed any health benefits since drinking it.
Yeah, I think, well, you know this, your viewers know, my house burned down a year ago. My life what kind of turned upside down. So a very stressful time. And I will say, usually when I am stressed, my immunity goes down. I have not been sick at all. I did get COVID over the summer, and I honestly did not even know that I had it. I
Mm.
was one of those fortunate ones that I didn't really have any symptoms, but a few people in my house had COVID. So and that's not to say that it was just the coffee, but I will say my immunity is very good. My energy is great. I don't have those crashes. And one thing that I did learn in some of my other studies is that reishi coffee in particular, or not coffee, but reishi mushrooms, actually make your estrogen receptors improved. And as someone who's menopausal, that I think has been maybe helpful in terms of some, menopausal symptoms, which I don't have, which I'm fortunate about that too. So I've learned a lot more just about some of the properties of reishi. And I think, I feel great. I don't think that just taking reishi coffee is, the only thing that's helping me along those lines. They're all the things included, but I feel great. And I don't get those. I'm not someone that really likes to have much caffeine because I tend to get that kind of jittery, anxious feeling if I do, and I don't have any of that when I drink this coffee.
Yeah, no, definitely for me as well. I mean, I can only handle 1 cup of coffee in the mornings, and if I drink any more than that, then I get the shakes, or I can feel it in the heart rate and so on. But when I drink the Organo, the King coffee, I don't feel that. And I know I haven't really experienced any stomach issues, because I know some people can't drink coffee because it upsets their stomach, maybe because of the acidity of regular coffees. But I know that some of my clients and some people have said it's very mild on the tummy, and they don't get that acidic feeling, and definitely you don't get that jittery coffee feeling, after drinking it. So yeah, no, it's pretty amazing. So some people might be thinking, so you say there's all these benefits of drinking reishi mushrooms, and it's good for you. Why can't I just eat regular edible mushrooms? What would you say to that?
Well, first of all, I love mushrooms, all mushrooms, but unless you live and go to a very specialized grocery store, you're not going to be able to find some of these mushrooms. Most of the medicinal mushrooms are things like reishi, lion's mane, turkey tail, cordyceps, things that you are not readily available. And then in a lot of these products, they're a lot more concentrated. So you're getting the right dosage, because I would imagine, I don't know how much reishi is in one of these little sachets, but I know it's quite a bit because they're concentrated. So it's almost impossible to get some of these and eat enough to get some of the same dosage and benefits.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, mushrooms is good for you. Edible mushrooms is good for you as well. But like you say, I don't think you can get the adaptogen benefits and the concentration of the mushrooms in reishi in the edible mushrooms. And then again, I mean, oh gosh, the sun is
The
really,
sun must be setting
yeah,
where
the
you
sun
are.
is coming down. I'm trying to move
That's
my
okay.
camera. Yeah, there we go. So yes, so what was I saying? The edible mushrooms, uh, you're not going to find the benefits in the edible ones. And for those people maybe who don't like to eat mushrooms, then hey, why not drink it in a cup of coffee? I think nobody misses their morning coffee. And I think Organo was so smart to put this adaptogen into coffee when so it's sort of a supplement in a coffee. And you don't have to take a whole lot of supplements. You could just do your normal coffee in the morning. So that's pretty awesome of Organo.
Yeah, one less capsule, or yeah, something, one less supplement you have to take. That is really smart of them to do that.
Yeah. So, thank you for sharing all those benefits. I'm hoping other people would like to give it a try now that they're hearing all the benefits of it. So what do you say, just to sort of end off, what do you do for your self-care? I know you mentioned, your morning routine is a lot of self-care in there. But what do you do for your self-care, just to kind of end off this conversation?
Well, as I mentioned before, a huge proponent of exercise. In addition to my morning exercise, my little puppy's sitting here by my feet, but I always try to get outside and get early morning sun. I didn't mention that in my routine, but I always do a walk, usually sometime around my coffee, before or after, which is also very grounding to me. Plus, it's really great for your circadian rhythm, for vitamin D, and just for general exercise. So that's always part of my day as well. And then I'm a big proponent of a whole food diet. I work really hard to kind of balance my macros, my carbs, proteins, and fats. And, a lot of people don't consider that self-care, but I do. the proverbial "you are what you eat"
Mm.
is very important to me. So really working on, a balanced diet and really focusing, especially as I, got into my 40s and 50s, really focusing on protein, because that is one thing that I see a lot in my clients, that they don't have enough protein and we start losing muscle mass as we age. So that's really important to me. And then in terms of just general self-care, making sure that I'm connecting with people. It's really easy to sit behind a computer now, especially when you're a virtual health coach, but just connecting with people and laughing and having fun, that's really good for just emotional health and general health. I also have a couple things. I have a couple kind of biohacking things that I love to do routinely. I have a red light that I use quite often, and I also have a portable at-home sauna that I use for self-care. So a lot of times I will meditate when I'm in the sauna. And I know not everyone has access to all those things, but those are priorities for me. So I will save up to get some of those things that I think are going to benefit my health. Yeah, so those are some of the main things that I do. I would love to say that I get a massages, every week or something. I try to squeeze some of those kind of self-care things in. Sorry, my puppy is probably wanting to go out in a few minutes, but that's fine. So yeah, those are some of the main things I do.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you, Julie, for sharing that. So important to take care of yourself and your self-care. And like you say, it's not just about, going for a massage or going for a spa day, because, we need to do things every day, little habits that take care of ourselves, and what we put into our bodies is a good part of our self-care as well. So, that was so informative. Thank you, Julie, for taking time out of your busy schedule to chat to me today and just to help me bring awareness to my community about this amazing adaptogen and an upgraded form of coffee. So anyone who's listening, if you want to know more about the Organo coffee, how to get hold of some, you just want to know some more information, please, just reach out to me and I'll let you know, give you some more information. So yeah, thank you, Julie.
You're welcome. It's so great to see you.
And so those who are listening, thanks for listening. And please join me next week again for another Wellness Wednesday with Wedaad. So bye for now, and thanks for listening.